And I know what you're thinking. No, my dad didn't leave me. He's got epilepsy, so he couldn't drive away. I've been sex working for an amount of time that legally I can't disclose to you. But I have been stripping for about a year and a half now. And I think that becoming a stripper was a really bold career choice and I'm not very special in this because I have gone last and everyone is fucked in the head, but for a disabled, mentally ill, autistic, man-hating, non-binary lesbian, making extended eye contact and feigning interest in men doesn't quite come naturally to me. And yeah, I have a lot of joint problems. Everything is wrong. I don't know what, but it is all of it. So I'm in pain all the time and everything crunches. So getting a lap dance from me is not dissimilar to eating a bowl of Rice Krispies that openly hates you. I will perform this for you now. Rob, this is my circus. Pay attention. Interesting characters in a strip club, to put it kindly. One man I can think of in particular, his name was Dave. And I saw him across the room and he was sitting by himself. He looked really distraught. He looked like something had gone on. So I was like, hey Dave, what's going on? He's like, I just finalised my divorce this morning. It's like, oh, that's a shame. I can make you forget all about her. And he looked at me, and I thought, let's go, money time, brilliant. And he grabbed my arms, and I personally have played a few too many games of human cutting board in my lifetime. And he grabbed it and he starts caressing my scars. He's like, oh, you must have had a really hard life. And I thought, Dave, at least when I cry in a strip club, I do it in the toilet. And I'm not quite sure what this is going to achieve, but it's not Braille. There's not a secret message on how to get your wife back in here. What I've learned from stripping is men have nothing if not the audacity. And they really like to amp things up. Like, oh babes, I could show you the best time of your life and never forget me. My dick's 9 inches. I can see it through the trousers, that is centimetres. And I don't know if this is just like a failure of the British education system, or if they genuinely believe this is some kind of Pinocchio situation, or the more you lie, the bigger it's gonna get. Yeah, it's fun. But obviously, not only do I work in strip clubs, I've also been really involved with sex work related activism. That's how I got these stunning tan on. Yeah, so involved in fighting for decriminalisation, for better workers' rights, fighting against nil caps. And I think that getting involved in activism around sex work is probably the only context in which your 90-year-old religious grandparents will celebrate you getting your flaps out. I was in quite a lot of media stuff over the summer and was on the front page and headline of a lot of newspapers talking about being a stripper. And my grandmother decided to send my parents a clipping of this page, but with nothing else. She didn't say who it was from, and that reads more of a threat, right? So you might have guessed that autism does run in the family. Growing up autistic for me was really weird because, much like everyone else in this room, it went undiagnosed because I am not a 4-year-old boy with behavioural issues. But it only went unnoticed by professionals that could have potentially helped me. Other people around me fucking noticed, I'll tell you that. Crazily enough, I was bullied. I don't know. Who knew that being a Victorian goth at the age of 12 doesn't go down well in Chippenham? I think the reason I decided to make myself outwardly weird was because I knew something was going on here, and I didn't know what, but I was like, I'm different. I'm not like other girls. Turns out I'm not a girl. But I also realised that, I can't be normal. I still don't know how to be normal. That's why I'm the only one doing this in my underwear. So I decided, if I can't be normal as myself, I'm going to laugh as Wednesday Addams for the next 6 months. And I don't know why I thought it would help the bullying. It didn't. But I would look up WikiHow tutorials, and I would read how to be Wednesday Addams. And I genuinely wish this wasn't a true story, it's so humiliating. But I would read them, and I would study, and I would learn, and I would rent out books on the Bermuda Triangle, and I would cut myself, and I would have a great time with it. And somehow in this time I managed to get a boyfriend. I don't know what I was repressing, but I would make him come to my house and watch The Addams Family with me, and I'd go, that's me. Turns out I was a raging homosexual the whole time. But not gay as in happy, gay as in I let my ex move in with me after 48 hours. And also non-binary, which somehow I did not realise until during lockdown, which it seems obvious given that at the ripe age of 4, I taught myself to piss standing up and insisted I had a penis. And also, I don't know if anyone else had the Victorian day at school. I insisted on going as a little boy named Jack, and I wouldn't do the girls' classes. But I was like, I am cisgender, I'm a woman, I'm a girl. Yeah. But you'd think based on all these things I'd be a really shit stripper, but I'm not, because I'm attractive. And when you're sexy, I know, you can kind of tell. When you're sexy, men don't view it as autism. They view it as a manic pixie dream girl. And I'm also not autistic in a oh, I really like trains and maths way. I'm autistic in a I will unprovoked give you a 20-minute speech on the psychology behind balloon fetishes. Might be childhood trauma around a birthday party. This means that I am still good at my job, and I don't get called a retard, but I do get called Ramona Flowers, which is arguably worse. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the view, you will owe me £50. I do take cash out, PayPal, bank transfer and cash, and if you're in the front row, it's 100. Okay, thank you.